What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at NerdyGeeksComics, no matter how you collect. Today is Friday, June the 12th, 2026, and this is my final order cutoff video for this coming Monday, June the 15th. If this is your first time checking out my channel, I appreciate it. If you enjoy your time here, I would appreciate a like and a sub, but only if you enjoyed the time here. So this is a really nice FOC video that I got coming out for you. A lot of nice covers, a lot of new books, a lot of continuing stories that I'm excited to get into. So let's just go ahead and get this out of the way and let's get to my list. Okay, so again, this is the final order cutoff for this coming Monday, June the 15th. So if you see something here that you already don't have ordered, make sure you put in your orders, get your discounts, because this economy sucks right now, and this is an expensive hobby as it is. So make sure you get the biggest discounts you can, and that way you're not chasing everything on the secondary market, because we all know how flippers are. They love to flip. So get your books if you see something on here you want. Let's go. All right, to start us off, we have Absolute Batman, issue number 22. This is cover B by Dan Quintana. What can I say? Dan Quintana exploded whenever he did his cover for Absolute Batman number 19, I want to say, maybe 18, one of those. Here we finally have an open order book that we can get of Dan Quintana. And here we have Harley Quinn. I know a lot of people aren't happy with the way Harley has been looking in this series, but this is still a pretty cool cover. You can obviously see that this is Harley, and she is completely loaded out. She's got grenades, she's got her guns, she's got nunchucks, she's got a blade on her. I mean, she's as loaded out right here. So I'm definitely gonna pick up this cover. She's starting to grow on me. I really like her character in the story. Am I happy with the way she looks? No, but you know what? I'm getting used to it. Okay, here we have Absolute Catwoman, issue number 2. This is cover A by Bengal. Really nice cover. There's a lot of different variants for this issue. This is the one that really stood out to me that I liked. And of course, it's a cover A, so I'm going to pick it up. If you read Absolute Catwoman, hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I thought it was a fun read. We got a nice little background of Selina's life, how she grew up. And of course, it was one of those books that starts out in the beginning, modern, goes back in the past, comes back. And of course, the stories align a little bit, how it works, what you're learning and what you're seeing currently. I liked it. I'm looking forward to reading the rest of this series, but here's issue number 2 and the best cover that I thought, which was cover A. Okay, so this book, you know what? Let me do something real quick because I'm blocking stuff. All right, there we go. So this book, we have Banana number one. I don't know what to tell you about this. This looks like one of those books that can just blow up because of how weird it is. I don't know if I'm going to pick this up. I just wanted y'all to be aware that this was out there, because I can see this being one of those books that everyone just jumps on because of how weird it is. It's up to you. I'm just showing you. There's like 7 or 8 different variants for this book. These are the ones that really stood out to me. So, if this is something that interests you, go pick it up. I'm not telling you to pick it up, but I can see it being like, what is it? Cocaine, Hippopotamus, Massacre, and all those other books that just exploded. This could also be one that just completely flops. I just wanted y'all to be aware of it. Do what you will with the information I gave you. So up next, we have Barbara Gordon, Breakout, issue number 3. This is cover B by Terry Dotson. This was my favorite cover of this issue. I did enjoy reads 1 and 2. However, 2, I don't know if I just really liked it. It felt like I just blew through that really quick, or if it was shorter, I couldn't tell you. I'm curious to see what's going to happen, because the predicament that she's left in at the end of issue number 2 is pretty crazy if it is what it seems like. So I'm looking forward to finishing this series. I do like that it's a break off of the Batman series we have currently going on. And Barbara Gordon is my favorite Batgirl. Unfortunately, in this series, she is just Barbara Gordon. So she doesn't have any of the Bat family helping. She's on her own. She's in prison. She has no gadgets, but it's still a really nice series. So I have been enjoying it, and I will be picking it up. Here we have Bishop, issue number 2. This cover is done by David Paratore. A really nice cover right here. So I didn't pick up issue number 1. I love Marvel, but right now Marvel is not giving me great reads. So unless it's a fantastic cover, I'm not picking it up. And I'm not saying I'm picking this up. I just thought it was a really nice cover by David Paratore. And I thought, maybe some of you who are picking this up would like to see this cover. So there you go. If it is a good read, let me know, because I want Marvel to have fantastic reads. So let me know if it's a good read, if it's worth picking up, and I'll give it a shot. Okay, here we have Captain America, issue number 13. This is the Alex Ross Marvel Dimensions variant. Really nice Captain America cover. I would have preferred if this was going to be done in color. We'll see what ends up happening with it. I'm probably going to skip it, but I know there's a lot of Alex Ross fans out there. So here you go if you weren't aware of it. But this one by Rouge Antonio is the one that I really liked. It's the 250th homage. I really love this cover right here. I love that we have the Declaration of Independence in the background, and then we have Cap right there, standing strong with the shield. Really great cover. This is one of the few issues that I actually do enjoy reading from Marvel. I'm reading Cap and I'm reading Uncanny X-Men, and those are the only ones that I'm really reading right now. Uncanny X-Men, I am completely caught up to. I've read all 29 issues. Captain America, I have fallen behind. I think I'm on issue number 7. So I do need to catch up. But when I was reading it, it was a really great series. All right, here we have Clayface, Celebrity Dirt, issue number 1. This is cover A by Fran Gallen. A really cool cover of Clayface right here. We got the movie coming out soon. It looks like it's going to be a really horror type movie, which I love. I feel like DC would probably do its best if they're not going to have the full connected universe, that each movie should be its own type of thing, and they should, go in on, the more horror aspect or the more, heist aspect. I think that would really benefit them a lot. But I thought this was a really cool cover. We have Clayface. I'm assuming it's in the middle of downtown Gotham. Really nice cover right here. And then I'm also going to pick up Doctor Who Circuit Breaker, issue number 1. This is cover D by Flops. A really nice cover by Flops right here. We have the Daleks right here. They're of course going to exterminate, which is what they're meant to do. Really fantastic cover. So there's also a black and white version of this. It was okay. This is the one I preferred. I like Flops' artwork. This is not his typical stuff. I am a Doctor Who fan, so of course I'm gonna have to pick this one up. Okay, so for all the Dungeon Crawler Carl fans out there, we have the special edition issue number 0. This is cover A by Nathan Gooden, the Absolute Batman number 1 homage. Of course, Absolute Batman number 1. I remember when it first came out, people were just trashing cover A, saying how ridiculous that cover was, how ridiculous he looked. And ever since that book came out and Absolute Batman just exploded, I don't know how many homages we have to that cover, which I think is hilarious considering all the hate it was originally getting when it first was announced and the cover was shown. That being said, this cover is a really cool cover. I did start reading the book series of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I have not read the new comic book day or the free comic book day, book that came out. I believe this is the same thing. I don't quote me on that. I think it is. But of course, this is the one that came out that was a special edition that you could have gotten for free comic book day, but you would have had to pay for. I think it was a ratio. A lot of people missed out on it. A lot of people really loved it. Well, here you go. It's out on open order. So go pick it up if you missed it. I will be picking it up. Although be aware, this is a $9.99 cover price. So just so you know, it's a more expensive book. So be aware of that, because I don't want you to go put it on your FOC and be shocked whenever you get it. And then, of course, there's the cover C, the Nathan Gooden Absolute Batman #1 second print homage. So, of course, if they're going to do a #1 homage, they're going to do a second print homage. Really great cover right here. I really do love this cover. This is really awesome. It's hilarious that he's still in his boxers in this. And then, of course, we have Donut, his cat that joined him on the dungeon crawl. Okay, so here's cover D by Brett Bean. I'm probably not going to pick this up, but I know Brett Bean has a lot of fans out there. So go pick it up if you want. I just wanted y'all to be aware of it. And then the first two that I showed you, those have virgin variants and I believe foil variants. And pick up whatever you want. But I'm probably just going to pick up the first two in the regular trade dress. Okay. Exquisite Corpses, Rascal Randy, issue #1. This is cover A by Dylan Burnett. Rascal Randy was arguably the favorite of all the killers that were competing in Exquisite Corpses #1. Spoilers. If you didn't finish reading Exquisite Corpses, I'm going to put a timestamp and you'll know when to continue. If you read it, here we go. Rascal Randy survived Exquisite Corpses. I was kind of sad when he died. I really liked him as a character. And then when we got to the end of issue number 13 and you find out that his body's missing and they just blew it off and you see him walking away, I was excited about that. I loved his character. I think the Fox Mask Killer was my favorite by far. She was my favorite character. Unfortunately, she did meet her demise. There's no denying that. But happy to see that we're going to get more stories with Rascal Randy. Fantastic character. I love the design of him. And I'm excited that we're going to get another series with him. Okay. Here we have cover E, the Stealth Photo variant. I really like this cover. This cover is hilarious. It reminds me of those Showbiz Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese characters or the whatever Country Bear Jamboree ones. Really cool design. I love this costume. I would love to go to a con in a costume like this. I don't have that creativity where I can just make a costume and go out and do it. But this is really cool. Of course, I would probably want a couple of these little fans in there to try and keep me cool while I did it. But a really cool cover right here of Rascal Randy. Okay, here we have G.I. Joe, a real American hero, issue number 330. This is cover C, which is the 1 in 10 Steve Beach variant. These 1 in 10 Steve Beach variants have been really popular. Everybody's been picking them up. Here we have Storm Shadow. So really cool cover, really cool character on it. And if you're collecting them, you got to pick it up. So go pick it up. All right. I know. Everybody is tired of Godzilla. Godzilla is just everywhere. But those of us who were really big fans of Godzilla and just grew up watching those really cheesy 70s and 80s Godzilla movies, I'm still picking it up. Here we have Godzilla vs. America, San Diego. This is cover A by Christian Ward. There's two different variants for this issue. This is the one I really liked because, of course, we have the San Diego Comic-Con posters all over it. So I'm gonna pick it up. I mean, of course I am. Why wouldn't I? And then I love that they threw in San Diego Comic-Con in there. I mean, it would have been a terrible, terrible thing if they didn't throw that in there when he's attacking San Diego. Here we have Green Lantern Corps, issue number 18. This is cover B by Jorge Fornes. A really fantastic cover. We have the Green Lantern. We have will, because the green ring is for the willpower. There's a whole series of these. One just came out this week with Sinestro on the cover. It's a yellow lantern. And then there's one next on the next issue coming out, which is the Blue Lanterns for Hope. So really cool covers. I really like the design. It's very simple, but it works really well. So I will be picking this one up. Here we have the Horror of Godzilla, issue number 1. This is cover A by Tristan Jones. I love this cover. I hope that this cover is the same type of artwork we get inside. So here we're going back to the original concept of Godzilla, where he's just terrorizing Tokyo. He's destroying everything. He's not here to save us. He's not here to protect the earth. He is here to destroy. I love it. I hope this is more of a horror story where he just seems like this unstoppable beast and everyone is trying to survive it. I think it's a really great concept, even though it's really the original story, but we haven't seen this type of Godzilla story in a long time. So I hope they really go into the horror aspect of it. Okay, next up we have Infernal Hulk, issue number 9. This is the Humberto Ramos Pixar 40th anniversary edition. This cover is fantastic. We have, what was it, Remy, I want to say, from Ratatouille, escaping the chef. Really great cover. I don't know how many of these homages we're going to get. I really did like this one. My son and I were big fans of this movie. It is a fantastic movie. We love to watch it. Even though he's 26, he'll still put it on and watch it every now and then. So, fantastic cover. I really love it, and I will definitely be picking this one up. All right, here we have M.A.S.K, issue number 2. This is cover B by Kendrick Kunka Lim. A really great cover right here. I have not read issue number 1 yet. So hopefully all of y'all picked it up, which it seems like everyone did, because those blind bags seem like they were everywhere. Everyone seems really excited about this. Let me know if I need to read it immediately or if I could wait a little bit. Maybe it'll be better off if I wait till issue number 2 comes out. Because, you know, sometimes issue number 1 isn't that great. Sometimes it's better to read issue 1 and 2 at the same time. But if it's a really good read, let me know and I'll put it on the top of my pile. Okay, here we have cover F. This is the 1 in 100 Ito foil variant. This is a really great cover by Ito. As I've been telling y'all for months now, Ito is quickly becoming one of my favorite artists. I love to try and pick up everything he puts out. Unfortunately, I will not be able to pick this up. This was just way too high of a ratio for my LCS to be able to grab it. And then the few places I did see it online, it was a lot of money. So I'm going to miss out on it. But maybe you have an LCS that's way bigger than mine where you can get these 1 in 100s way easier. And if so, and if you're a fan of his, go pick it up. And congratulations, because this is an awesome cover by Ito. Here we have Mega Man X, issue number 5. This is cover D, the 1 in 5 by Jeffrey Chamba Cruz. A really great cover right here. I have been picking up all of these Super Nintendo homages. I remember when I was a kid and the Super Nintendo came out, I wanted one so bad. I never got one. These homages, I love to pick them up because I remember looking, you know, through the Toys R Us and the Target catalogs or the magazines that would come in and seeing all these cartridges and just imagining how fun these games would have been. I should probably go pick up a Super Nintendo now and see if those games hold up. I did play a couple. I did have some friends who did have Super Nintendos, but I am picking up all these homages. So if you're a Nintendo fan, an SNES fan, a Mega Man fan, or Jeffrey Chamba Cruz fan, go grab it. Okay, here we have Only the Savage Are Left, issue number 2. This is cover A by Stefano Raffaelli. I hope I said that right. So this, I read issue number 1, I want to say a week or 2 ago. I don't remember. It came out at least a week ago. I thought it was a fantastic read. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised. I was like, okay, we have another post-apocalyptic, the world ended, zombie type thing. But it was a great read. I really liked it. I'm surprised not more people are talking about it. I feel like with, the indie craze that happened about 2-3 months ago, where all these indie books were just exploding before they ever came out, people got tired of it and maybe started like, okay, forget these indie books. People are just specking on them. I'm not saying to spec on this book. I'm saying if you want a good story, issue number 1 was fun. If issue number 2 continues where it left off, I'm all in for it. This was a fun read. Here we have Predator versus Planet of the Apes, issue number 1. This cover was done by Chris Campagna, the movie poster homage. A really great cover right here. Of course, we all know the Predator movie cover with Arnold on here with the reticle on him. Well, now we got the Predator here in it. It's a great homage. I will be picking this up along with the Scotty Young variant. I love this cover. I love that it looks like they're playing chess or something. Obviously, the Predator got pissed off for losing and just blasted the board. A really great cover. I love these covers when Scotty not only just gives us the characters, he gives us a scene where you can tell what's happening and we get the background. I love it. Great job, Scotty Young. I am definitely picking up a couple of these. Okay, here we have Sicko, issue number 1. This is cover A by M.A.S.K. I don't know if I said that right, but I gave it a shot. So this seems like an interesting series. I'm gonna give it a read. Do what you will, but so this character, apparently she has some type of autoimmune disease and she's been experimented on and she finally gets tired of it. And I don't know if she's always had this ability or if it's something she just manifested and now can do it. But now she's able to use her disease as a weapon to attack other people, which sounds pretty cool to me. So I'm gonna give issue number 1 and 2 a read. Hopefully it's an interesting series. It's something I've never really heard of before, but it sounds cool, so I'm gonna give it a shot. And then here is cover B by Juliet NECA. I don't know. I gave it a shot. Again, you get the idea. You got the disease swirling around her. She's got it hanging off her chin. So, pretty sick. Of course, it's called Sicko. Pretty sick cover. And I'm going to definitely be reading these. Hopefully I have a good read. You know I love my indie titles. And I love it when they're great. All right. Star Trek Red Shirts, Ghost of the 21st Century, issue number 1. Shout out to all my Trekkies out there. There we go. So we have cover A by Chris Sheehan. This is the same cover artist who did the original Star Trek Red Shirts. If you didn't read it, and I understand there's a lot of people out there who aren't the biggest Star Trek fans, and I also understand Star Trek doesn't have the greatest track record when it comes to the reads of their stories, but Red Shirts was a really good series. It was fun, it was different than what most Star Trek is. The covers were fantastic. The covers for the original Red Shirts one, which was last year, were amazing. A lot of them popped up on the top 10 lists. I'm not recommending this because I'm telling you to go pick them up because you're going to be able to flip them. I enjoyed the read. I am a Trekkie. And this seems like the same people who did the original series. So I'm all in and I will be picking these up. And I will make sure to pick up this 1 in 15 variant by Chris Burnham. A really great cover. So this is what I was talking about. When I told you the covers for the original red shirts were awesome, this is what I meant. They were very gruesome because we all know, and if you don't know Star Trek lore, but it's kind of hard not to know this, even if you're not a Trekkie. Red shirts die. Red shirts die gruesomely. And that's what we got in a lot of those covers, the original run. That's what I'm hoping we're going to get with this run. So definitely going to be picking up all of these covers. And again, I hope we have a fantastic read. And this is cover B by Malachi Ward. Malachi Ward? I hope I'm saying that right. Malachi Ward. Ward. Is it Ward or Ward? Let me know. This one is not the best of covers, but in order to make sure that I qualify for the 1 in 15, I did pick up, both of the open order covers, and I picked up a couple of copies of the cover A just to make sure it qualifies. Okay, here we have Supergirl, issue number 15. This is cover C by Raza. I like this cover. I know a lot of people may not like it. I know it's probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but I just love her expression. I love that obviously they gave her the wrong order. This is for someone else, or they just misspelled her name because she said Kara and they think she said Carl. A really great cover. I just love it. I love her expression, and you can tell what's happening here. And I am a big Raza fan, so I will be picking up this cover. And of course, I'd be picking up cover E, which is the Ariel Diaz swimsuit variant. I am so happy that Ariel Diaz is back. I love her artwork. It felt like last year we didn't see much of her artwork, and it seems like in the last maybe 4 months since she started doing a lot of those Aquaman covers that we're starting to see more of her work. And this is a fantastic cover of Supergirl and Crypto just enjoying a day at the beach. Really great cover right here by Ariel Diaz. And that's it. That's my last cover. That's the last book of this week's FOC. Hopefully you saw something that you didn't already know about, and you're going to put it on your final order cutoff. And if you did, let me know, because the whole point of me doing this is I love to get the feedback whenever people tell me, hey man, great video. I did not know this book was coming out, or I didn't know this cover was coming out. I put it on my FOC. That makes me feel so happy that I'm actually doing something that's helping out my fellow collectors. That's the whole point of me doing my FOC video and my new comic book day haul, because I'll get the same thing. Because sometimes I put in orders that I don't put here because I don't know if everyone's gonna like it. And then all of a sudden somebody messages me for my new comic book day haul saying, hey, you put up this book, I didn't even know it was out, so now I need to go find it. I love that feedback. So anyways, again, if you enjoyed your time, please give this video a like, give me a sub, hit the bell for notifications. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.